everybody, it's Jess and welcome to my channel. Today, as you can see, I'm going to play Planet Zoo. I have this game for a long time, but I never touched it, and that is the truth. So today I thought, why not actually just give it a try? So bear with me guys if I'm really slow, because like I said, I'm just starting this game for the first time ever. I, however, tried to do some stuff in the sandbox, but that was it. So I'm gonna start the career mode and let's see if I'm gonna be any good at this. I do also own the Dragon Evolution, which is made by the same company, Frontier, and that's the same game Frontier made. So yeah, it's Planet Zoo and Dragon Evolution and a Dragon Evolution 2, which is gonna be on my channel. So I hope you guys going to like what I'll do in this park, or a zoo I should say. So let's just get going and see if I can actually become a zoo management or a zoo manager. There we go. I'm gonna try to do it with a medium, not easy. Let's just give myself a little bit of a challenge. And if you guys been playing on the Planet Zoo and enjoying it, just let me know down below in the comment to let me know what you guys been doing, how your parks are coming about, and all that stuff about it. And also do let me know what you guys think of this compared to the other animal management games out there. I thought I'd just take a screenshot. I really like the music though, it's really mesmerizing. Alright.
Ah, heyo at Hematu. Yeah, Oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets.
He's trying to be funny, isn't he?
As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home.
Hey, there is
this is the
brown
first
bear.
zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me.
I
and
really
pride,
wish, if
thanks to a
Frontier would
lion
have done
breeding
this
program we
to
ran in the
Evolution 1 and to Dragon
But
Evolution 2.
we're in the middle of a big
Anyhow,
renovation,
it is what
and
it is,
that's
though.
where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor
But I'm
devil kept
liking what I'm
sneezing his
seeing
dentures
in
into the lion
Planet Zoo.
habitat.
It's been
So,
out for
it's up to
quite
you
some
to
time,
finish
and it's got all
everything
these
off.
DLCs and stuff. I haven't got
Don't
any
worry
of the
though,
DLCs
I'm
yet.
not completely throwing you into the
Maybe
deep end.
probably
My head
in the
keeper,
future I
Nancy
would.
Jones, will be lending a helping hand.
Hey Kenneth, that was
she's
your name
a hard
there.
worker, and
you're
she'll
watching
expect
this
you to
video.
be too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals. We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be interesting. So you use the WASD keys for movement, and for turning you use the mouse.
Did you know that grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a
I
year?
can't even pronounce that name.
Oh, but then again,
Aw,
given the
that's
chance,
so
I think a lot of
sweet.
people
He
would
looks
do that
nice.
too.
Oh. Let's see
Select
if
one
I
of the
can
bears
find-
and you'll bring up its information panel.
Okay.
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The
Aw.
most important thing
How
being its
cute.
overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy
guys,
this
it's
magnificent
keep on
animal.
bugging
Why
me
don't you
that we
select
don't
the
have these
camera
kind
at
of
the bottom
swimming
of its
system
information
in
panel?
Dreadful Evolution 1. Hopefully it's going to be
See now,
implemented
this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals.
Would
You
be
can also get this
really
view of
good
an animal
if
by
it
simply
did.
double-clicking on it.
Hey, Grizzly.
Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
No, I want to look at the bear for a minute. Aww. Look at the model, guys. Isn't that not fantastic? Oh, wow. I believe that's male, the bigger one, and the smaller one is a female. Alright, she says now we need to look for lions. So let's say where the lions are going to be. Right, so... Are we back to the bears now? Oh, okay, is that how you move? So where would the lions be? Oh, I see. Let me see if I can
Panthera
find
leo
the
leo.
lions.
All the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big
couple
cats, and there can be as
swimming,
many
how
as 40
cute.
lions in a pride. Although prides of that size are pretty
Aw.
rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome. Which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
Let me look at the cub first. Oh. Are there any big lions anywhere? Let me see. Oh wait, they are. They're kind of like resting or sleeping. Oh, he's running to his mummy. Or daddy. Oh, they're sleeping. That's a lioness. Then that's a lion. He seems quite tired. Alright. Oh, the small cub name is Aliza. What's this one's name? Oh, I should have. It's Aquila. And what about you? Malava. Oh, nice. Nice names though. Alright, what was she saying to me? Objectives. Alright, so I believe where are the objectives in this? Anywhere? No. Facility, nature, habitat, barriers, construction and blueprint. Oh yeah, objectives. What did she say? Locate the empty habitat. Alright, so we need to look for a empty habitat, which is right over there.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something. Well, two somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
Alright, so we need
There we are,
to...
a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side menu. Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
I'm sure I'm not that bad at it. I hope. Alright, so... Animal storage, warthog. Trade history. Adopt a warthog. How? How? Where's the adopt? Do I press on it? How? What? Just... Come on, game. Give me some sort of a clue, please. Hey, the park's making a good money. I mean, the zoo's making a good money. Warthog. So if it's not here, and where would it be? bear with me, guys. Like I said, I'm new to this, so you know, you have to bear with me. Any species? I need to get a warthog, don't I? Or can I find them in this? Ah, there you are. Come on. Warthog. There you go. Found it. Yep.
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade centre where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
And where is the trade center exactly? I really like this zoo, guys. Oh, okay, it says open click in the place of warthog in their habitat. So, are they there? Oh yeah. The one can go there. And this one can also go
When
there.
you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade centre, collect your animal and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade centre's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
Alright, lady. Let's see what you got. Alright, so... Oh, okay, so it's right there.
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as
don't hang
fast as
about.
possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat, but I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
Alright, lady.
Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
A water bowl. There we go. One can go there. And another one can go there. And then they need a food, didn't they? I wish we have all these systems, guys, for Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2, you know, like heaters and coolers, enrichment items and play toys and things, you know. I understand these are dinosaurs, but it doesn't mean that these dinosaurs can't just play with toys and things. Because after all, they're animals, you know. And this obviously is animals. Lions, tigers, you know, and so forth, bears and stuff. Oh, people are looking. Here they are, warthogs. Right, so where's the food then? Food enrichment. Do you have anything for it? Doesn't seem like it. So wait. Let's go back to the objectives. That's the dialogue. Okay. Oh, toy. Okay, so we're gonna have to add a toy. Let's just say, we have nothing for toys, really. Am I supposed to then get the toys then? Ooh, that's not gonna look good. Because in this game, guys, people start protesting if you don't give your animals good welfare. Be kind of like a balancing act. You need to actually balance the game. Make sure your animals get fed properly. Hey, you look beautiful. Some of the amount of work and the detail the Frenchie have just put in is just awesome and amazing. Alright, add a toy enrichment, but where? Where is the toy enrichment though? Those toys, what do I do with that? Can't find nothing. Unless I go to facilities, maybe. You have to bear with me, guys. Barriers, construction, props and things, fences, beam props, general props, cows, archways. Hey, how about we find this at a feeding station, which I already think they already got. Unless the game is messing with me.
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Alright, lady. Oh, okay. Mud bath. Hope they're gonna like it. No, nothing special. Oh dear. Why can't I place it? Oh wait, I can.
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a feral state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the Ostrich Habitat. It's over near the hippos.
It's over in there near the hippos, she said. Okay. Let's see where the hippos are. Oh, it's located right there, isn't it? Alright. So now what?
Oh, before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner. Ah, that's more like it. A quick break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
Habitat gate. Where would I be able to put this thing? I guess it's already pointed out.
Right, let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
I might not be as good at creating these barriers and, fences and things.
Good work! Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
Okay. Let's just do that then. I guess you place it. Wait, what am I doing? Wasn't I supposed to select one of these? Wait, what's going on? said. Replace a section with the glass. Okay, has it shown me where to put it? Or where it would be a good idea for me to put it? I see. So there's the glass right there. Now what? How do I replace it? Oh, come on, game. Give me some tutorials at least. Maybe if I select this and then select that, would that work?
There we go. Adding in more
Finally.
windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't.
Indeed.
The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Yep.
Now, before we adopt our ostriches, you should click the play button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh?
That's very cleverly said.
By the way, as well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. All right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here.
And how do you slow time now? Okay, so you go back like that. Alright, this is adopt, place new 4 common ostriches. That would be under the animal trade-in. I'm kind of like getting the hang of this game now. So that was their species. Any species, ostriches. Common ostrich, there you go. And we need 4. So, location... Huh? Why did it not come there? Trade. Am I gonna have to trade those? Animal species, go back to it. Hello? No. I want these. Confirm. And then what? Adopt your ostriches, but where? Refresh list. Probably if I go into the trade center. Do I need to trade those guys? Wikipedia. You will find animals for adoption in the animal market. That's an animal market. And the species we need is those. Confirm. Nice. Yes. Yes. And yes. And to park. I mean to zoo. I'm gonna actually put all of them close
While we
together.
wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item.
Alright.
It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Water station, as it said. And then there is food enrichment. Is that what they eat? Yay, guys, we did
Good to
it.
see the
Nice.
ostriches have somewhere they can
Yay.
really stretch their legs.
Nice,
Did you
nice,
know
nice.
they can actually run at 43 miles per hour?
Oh, wow.
Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Alright, let's continue.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every
nice.
time
have
we
unlocked
get an
a reward
ostrich.
statue line.
So,
bronze.
now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Alright, lady, I just want to look at the ostrich for a bit. Here comes the keeper. She's rather slow. Hey, nice. I'm really enjoying this game, actually. I guess, well done to Frontier. First time me playing Planet Zoo, though. Although I had this game for so long, I was too busy working on my streams and uploading other games, but I thought it would be a really good idea for me to go and check this game out now. And obviously upload it for you guys to see how well I do. Right, enough seeing ostriches, let's do what she said. Alright, so it's pointing right there. We need to put a... Where's the objective? Build a keeper hut. So that would be okay under the facility.
You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
Rotate. Alright, so wait. VNX, yeah, it's the same as Breath of Evolution, isn't it? That'll do. Just about there.
This keeper hut only has space for one keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness. Negatively.
Oh, really?
In case that wasn't clear. Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
Power the keeper hut. Okay, so I believe. Okay, so it's under those. Place a transformer. Where would that be? Facilities. Yippee, found it.
Now, the reason everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So, once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off.
Okay. Invalid rotation. Right, so I guess when it goes blue, sort of
Lovely work. Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet.
In the next video,
head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
And listen to what she says, like we're going to do a Bengal tiger for next time. Make sure to please subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon, and please leave a like on this video. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now, guys. Bye.